Hey guys, so I know that you've seen my posting on Facebook of some of my prep that I do for the weekend. Well, this is kind of the final big step. A lot of people kind of get overwhelmed when I just post a picture of everything that I've done. And they're like, oh my god, how do you do all of that? Same way that my grandmother did it. And, you know, the invention of the refrigerator was a really big blessing for a lot of stay-at-home moms, just for this very reason. So let me go back over kind of what I've done over the past couple of days. So, on Friday afternoon, I put spaghetti squash in the slow cooker for 2 hours. Second it was done, I threw the sweet potatoes in with a ton of cinnamon for 4 or 5 hours. That covered the evening shift of it. And while those were cooking, and after Mac went to bed, I put together an entire thing of meatballs with 21 Day Fix approved pesto. It's 21 Day Fix approved because I did not use cheese. I just use olive oil, cashews, and sea salt. And then first thing in the morning, I threw those in the crock pot too. Walked away all day. Harry grilled yesterday while he was grilling ribs for 4th of July. Roughly 2.5 pounds of meat. This is about 2 pounds of meatballs. And probably a solid 4 pounds of vegetables chopped up. I always get what's in season and what's on sale. So there's Brussels sprouts, zucchini, radicchio, I don't know how to say that, and broccoli. So the way that I like to do it is I set it, and then my snack for the evenings is just chopped carrots and celery. What I'll do is I'll mix this with a tablespoon of tahini, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, and a ton of cinnamon. Mix it up like a paste. It's sweet, it's cinnamony, it takes care of my evening sweet tooth, and everyone in my house really appreciates that. So the way that I kind of do it from there is I use these containers that I got off of Amazon. What I like about using them is that they keep the food groups separate so they stay fresh longer. Here's a tip about your refrigerator. The back top or the back middle of your refrigerator is going to be the coldest. So you can have your Monday through Wednesday at the top, right at eye level. You open the door, that's where the greatest amount of cold is going to come out. Remember, cold comes down through the refrigerator, heat rises up. So the top of your refrigerator is going to have it's going to be closer, it's not going to be as cold. So your Monday through Wednesday you're going to keep in there. Your Tuesday, Thursday, Friday you're going to keep in the bottom. So that's my husband. He's been out all day with the kid. God bless his heart. So here's what I do. I'm at the point now where I don't even need to use the cups that I have. I just use regular measuring cups. One of the first things that I do is I get my carbohydrate done and out of the way. So that is the sweet potato. And all I do is I packed it in a Ziploc bag. I just cut a little tiny snip off of the corner. I take my measuring cup and I just smush it in there. Harry hates it. He says it looks like a poop. But it's got a ton of cinnamon in it. It has naturally occurring sugars. It's actually a really nice sweet treat. One of my favorite things to do is actually top it with frozen berries. Since I am doing the countdown to competition plan, that's actually what I'll do. I should have gotten spoons instead of just using my hands. Oh well. Then from there, I'm going to make sure that I add my vegetables. I like to have my carbohydrate in the middle of the day, not towards the end of the day, because I gotta keep going. So what I will do is I will fill about half of this cup up with butternut squash, or not butternut squash, spaghetti squash. Whee! I'll put it right in there. And I'll fill the second half of it with broccoli. Put that on top. And then, am I missing a cup? No, I'm not missing a cup. And then from there, I've got meatballs. Yay, meatballs. I measure them out about the same time every time. I use about a tablespoon to measure them out. So I know for that I'm going to need about 4 meatballs. I make sure that I get some of that pesto in there too. We don't own a microwave, so I re-saute everything in a pan except for the sweet potatoes. I like to eat those cold. And there's my lunch. And then I'll continue right on through dinner. Dinner, I like to alternate meals. I'm one of those people that is really, really okay with eating the same thing throughout a week, just as long as it alternates. So then all I'll do is I'll just take a cup full of vegetables, put those bad boys right in there. A serving of chicken, put that right there. And then put my carrot and celery mix right there. And I'll mix the tahini and the maple syrup. I'll put that on the day of. Alright? And there is my evening. All done. And I'm just going to keep alternating back and forth like this till I have my Monday through Friday done. Because if I don't do that, well, I'll deviate. Who wouldn't? We're hunters and gatherers. If you're hungry, you're going to hunt down food, you're going to gather it, and you're going to shove it right in your face. So making sure that you got your ducks in a row. I've got a dozen eggs hard-boiled waiting for me in the fridge. I also have 2 pounds of turkey bacon that I have baked in the oven, which is kind of silly when you think about it because like turkey bacon has no fat, so why would you bake it in an oven anyway? It's just a convenience thing. I don't have time to spend 15 minutes over a frying pan, but 45 minutes I can do because I can walk away and go play with my kid and do laundry and all that good stuff. So that's how I break it down. Have a fantastic food prep Sunday. Make sure you at least get all of your snacks to work from Monday through Friday, at least 2 to 3 days worth of lunches and dinners set up, and you are good to go. All right? Yay! 21-day fix! We're all going to feel so good. It's awesome. And remember, that's what it's ultimately about. If you lose weight, fantastic. You lose inches, fantastic. What matters more to me is that you learn how to own your health and your well-being in your portions. This is a marathon, guys. This is not a sprint to the finish. All right? Day 1 coming at us.